Okay, so today, we will be discussing now on how to write a concept paper. The two outline of a concept paper, the concept paper for a project and a concept paper for a research. Okay, so let us start. So this will be a short discussion lang naman, medyo mabilis lang to, no? So konti lang naman kasi ang ratings dito. Okay, so just like what I mentioned last time, so when we say concept, it has something to do with the following tawag dito, terminologies, no? So ideas or notion, it can be theory, it can be hypothesis, no? Conception, it can be also conviction, postulation, or even a view, no, of something. Okay, so that is a concept. Okay, so those are the things that is somewhat related or relevant to the word, no, concept. Next is a concept paper. No, a concept paper is a summary document of a project proposal that tells what the project is all about, the reasons for conducting the project, and how it will be carried out. Okay? So when we say concept paper, no, this is a summary document daw ng project proposal. Okay? So this is a tawag dito, somewhat a kind of project. Okay, so medyo tawag dito pinaiksi lang a condensed version of a project proposal kung saan nakalagay doon yung all about the things that has something to do with the project you would like not to do, the reasons, what are the reasons why you are conducting that particular project, and what are the methods in the process, okay, upon completion of that particular project of yours. So this paper also provides an overview of the project and also help the funding agencies not to eliminate proposals that are likely to be disapproved. Okay, so meron kasi tayong mga project proposals. Of course, hinahanapan natin yan ng what you call this one, sponsors. Okay, especially mga private na hinahanap natin sponsors for those project proposal of ours. So a concept paper, this is a condensed version of a project proposal. Okay, kasi medyo lengthy na yung project proposal. Okay, so para malaman ng isang company, ng isang mag-sponsor, if they are going to pursue or to ituloy yung project na yon, by means of concept paper. Doon pa lang makikita na nila. Okay, what will be the concept na all about? What will be the project all about? What will be the what you call this one, the process? No, ano ba yung reasons bakit kailangan ng ganitong klase ng project? Okay, so with that concept paper, it helps those funding agencies, the sponsors, kung alin yung pipiliin nilang project. Okay, so by means of concept paper pa lang nila. Okay, so that is one of the functions of a concept paper. It has several uses. The concept paper has several uses. Firstly, serves a foundation of the full proposal, just like what I mentioned earlier. Okay, so this is a condensed version of a full project proposal. Okay, it determines whether the project is feasible or not. Okay, so it determines whether the project is feasible or not. Is it attainable ba siya? Okay, so pwede ba siyang magawa? Okay, of course, di ba, hindi mo pa pwedeng gawa lang tayo ng gawa for a certain project proposal. Dapat tignan muna natin, is it feasible enough? Ganon din sa research, di ba? So hindi na mo pwedeng research lang tayo ng research. No, let us try to identify first kung feasible enough ba siya. Okay, concept paper, you are going to determine there if that project is feasible or not by means of that concept paper. Okay, next, piques the interest of the potential funding agencies. Okay, so concept paper nga, just like what I mentioned, a condensed version of proposal. Okay, so yung mga potential funding agencies, ito yung mga sponsors. Okay, kasi minsan hindi naman natin kaya ito yung mga projects, even the government. Okay, naghahanap tayo ng mga sponsors. Just like Mr. Ramon Ang for the build, for the bridges, di ba? So meron silang what we call this one, tawag dito, funding agencies. Meron silang private companies for that, especially kung hindi kaya kailangan ng funds. Okay, so meron tayong mga sponsors for that. Okay, so concept paper, it can be tawag dito, one of the requirement that will what do you call this one? That will this one? Yung makakahikayat, okay, rather, to those funding agencies or sponsors. Next, obtains formal feedback on the ideas prior to preparing the full proposal. Okay, so magkakaroon pa rin ng feedback. Once na may concept paper na tayo, wala pa yung full proposal, di ba? Okay, so once i-present natin yung ating concept paper, magkakaroon to ng feedback, non-informal one. Okay, with those feedback, of course, no, we can see na kung may mga butas ba, no, alin-alin ba yung mga dapat baguhin, what are the things to improve. Okay, para pagdating ng full proposal, no, okay na siya lahat. Okay, so parang drafts ba? Okay, ng mga ideas na yung concept paper natin before having the full proposal. Next, helps in addressing social issues no, which plague our society. So that is siguro the number one reason. No, kaya tayo meron minsan project, no proposal, no, na nagdadaan muna into a concept paper for us not to solve a particular problem. Okay, in the society. Okay, kaya tayo merong mga projects. Di ba? Nagkakaroon tayo ng projects for the bridges, okay, because of the congestion, no, the traffic, okay, so and so many more, so many projects. Kasi nga meron tayong existing problem that needs to be solved. Kaya tayo may projects. Okay, hindi naman tayo gumagawa ng project nang wala namang problema. Okay, so kaya tayo gumagawa noon. That's why projects no, are being given by the government or any other tawag dito, any other institutions kasi meron tayong problem in the society. Okay, so kaya kailangan natin yung concept paper. Now, it helps addressing those social issues. Na parang research din siya. Next, parts of a concept paper. So the parts of a concept paper may also vary depending on the nature of the project or activity. So when it is used in a specific discipline. So below are the two outlines of a concept paper based on the context. Okay, so these are the parts of the concept paper, the next slides. Okay, it is divided into two kasi meron tayong two outlines of a concept paper. A paper na based on the context. This is a concept paper for a project, tsaka concept paper for academic research. So let us first focus here on concept paper for a project. Use the structure below when you want to propose a certain tangible project in your discipline. Okay? Again, use this structure na kapag you want to propose a certain or particular tangible na project you would like to pursue in your discipline. Okay, when it comes to the discipline, it's either in the medical field, in the agricultural fields, in the fisheries fields, okay, so on and so forth. Okay, basta a tangible project. Okay, so pwede siyang infrastructures, pwede siyang mga ganun. So ito yung mga parts niya, cover page, introduction, rationale or background, project description, and project needs and cost. Okay, so sa cover page ng ating project proposal o ng ating concept paper rather for a project, okay, it do contains proponent's name. Okay, so proponent's name kayo po, meaning yung gumawa. Okay, kayo yung gumawa ng concept paper. Okay, kayo yung proponent's name. So proponent's contact number and email address, kayo rin mismo. Okay, yung gagawa. Okay, later on your activity, medyo gagawa kayo ng short niyan, tas for assignment ninyo yung buo niyan. No? Again, sa cover page natin, it contains the proponent's name. Okay, yung name ng gumawa. Okay, so meaning kayo yon kung paggagawa na kayo. Proponent's contact number at email address sa title sa cover page. Proponent's agency. Okay, pagdating sa proponent's agency, okay, so assume na lang yung inyo. Gagawa kayo ng pangalan ng agency ninyo. Okay, so kapag kayo na yung gagawa. Okay, pero siyempre sa ibang mga tao, meron silang agency naman talaga. Okay, pero once na kayo na ang gagawa ng concept paper, okay, for academic purposes, okay, so you are going to assume, okay, your the name of your agency. No, anything you would like to name your agency. Okay, so pwede naman isunod yung apelido nyo or kahit kanino, kahit sa crush nyo, isunod nyo yung agency ninyo. No? So date of submission, nakalagay din doon. No, sa dulo. So parang research nga siya. Cover page pa lang yan, the title page. Okay, so ang contain niya, proponent's name, the name of the author, the proponent's contact number, the email address of yours, no, your agency, okay, the name of your agency, kung anong gusto mo, then the date of submission. Date of submission, depende siyempre sa akin. Okay, kung anong date of submission. Introduction, okay? So introduction, it contains the following. short description of proponent's agency, major accomplishments, and capability to undertake the proposed project. Okay, sa introduction natin, again, andito yung short description ng agency ninyo. Okay, so di ba nga assume lang yung agency ninyo. Okay, so with that, i-assume nyo din no, yung description ng agency ninyo. Siyempre, ang ilalagay nyo ng agency doon, yung ideal ninyo. Okay, so you are going to describe your agency, of course, para tawag dito, ma-caught mo yung attention nung nagbabasa, especially no, for a funding, tawag dito, for a sponsor. No, okay, for a potential funding agencies, di ba? Okay, so sa description, ikaw bahala doon. Okay, so for academic purpose, you are going to tawag dito, to make your own description for your own agency. Again, this is just an instance. Pero kapag totoo yan na mayroon ng agency nag-exist, yun, ilalagay mo talaga yung description agency mo. No? Pero in your case, no, this is for academic purposes only. Okay, you're going to name your own agency. You are going to make your own description no, of your agency. Okay, and then the major accomplishments of your agency. Okay, so kayo rin po ang magpo-provide ng major accomplishments of your agency for the sake of the concept paper that you're going to make. Capability to undertake the proposed project. Okay, so sa capability, pwede niyong ilagay dyan yung mga previous, no, the previous projects na nagawa na ninyo. Okay, para malaman nung agency na or funding agency na you are capable enough no, in those kinds of projects kasi you have done no previous projects. No, kasama sa introduction yan. Also, the reasons why the funding agency should support the project. Okay? So ilalagay nyo rin yung reasons bakit sila kailangan mag-support or bakit sila magsusupport sa inyong project. Okay? So ilalagay nyo po na kung ano-ano yung mga reasons na sa tingin ninyo okay, will be able no, the funding agency to support you. Okay? So that is part of the introduction. Okay? So syempre dapat magandang introduction kasi yun yung unang babasahin ng inyong funding agency. Next, the rationale or the background. So the rationale or the background contains the following. A statement of the problem to be solved. Na parang research lang din. Okay, what is the problem? Okay, bakit mo kailangan gawin tong project na to? Ano ba yung problem? Okay, of course, you must address first the problem. Kaya mo gagawin tong project na to. Okay, hindi naman pwede gumawa ka ng project without a problem. Okay, state the project's significance. Okay, ano yung magiging importance niya? Ano yung magiging kahalagahan ng project mo? Okay, on that problem. Okay? So will it tawag dito? Will it solve ba the problem or malilesen niya ba yung problem? Okay? So i-state mo sa rationale the problem to be solved, what is the problem currently now? Okay, and also what was the project's significance? What is the significance of your project on that particular problem? Okay? So sa rationale or background 'yon. Next is project description. Okay, so project description contains the following: the objective of the project, the goals. Okay, so yung objective ng project, it can be written in a, tawag dito, in a bulleted form. So pwede yun. Okay, objective of the project, meaning the goals. What are the goals of your project? Okay, at the first place, bakit mo to ginagawa? Para saan? Okay, yung iyong ginagawang project. Next, methodology. Okay, sa project description, yung methods, the process, the action plan. Okay, so sa methodology, pwede po dyan nakalagay yung process ng gagawin ninyo. Okay, you can also, what you call this one, you can also provide a blueprint, no? A blueprint no, of the project of yours. Okay, pwede nyo rin po dyan ilagay sa action plan ninyo, sa methodology. Okay, next is sa timeline. Okay, yung timeline, gagawa pa rin po kayo ng timeline. You know what timeline is, di ba? So there will be activities there and then there must be timeline for the start and then for the finish. Gaano katagal matatapos? Okay, so syempre hindi naman po pwedeng sobrang tagal, especially if the funding agency would like not to meet their standards, their schedule. Okay, so meron dapat timeline. Okay, kailan mag-i-start? Kailan matatapos. Okay? So next is anticipated outcome. Okay, sa project description, you should know. Okay, you must have the anticipated outcome of yours. Okay, you think, what do you think will be the outcome? Okay, upon the completion of the project, ha? Okay, so ano sa tingin ninyo ang magiging outcome niya? Okay, so ilalagay nyo pa lang yun doon. Okay, sa project description lang naman kasi. Okay, so pwede nyo ilagay na sa tingin ninyo kung anong magiging outcome niya. Okay, so you can predict that kasi kayo naman yung nag-iisip, kayo yung gumagawa ng project. No, ano sa tingin mo yung kalalabasan ng project na to. Okay, and next, how the outcome will be evaluated. So that's very much important. Okay, so what's the outcome ka na? Of course, paano masasabi that your project no, is a successful one? Okay, of course, there must be evaluation. Okay, how can it be, or how will it be evaluated? Paano ba siya i-evaluate? Okay, ilalagay nyo rin po doon. Okay, so sino bang mag-evaluate nun? Pwede nyo ilagay that it will be evaluated by engineers, okay, by what we call this one, by what is accountants. No, pa pwede nyo ilagay. No, it's up to you of what kind of project that you would like not to pursue. Kasi kailangan i-evaluate you at the end. Hindi naman po pwede yung sa Shopee lang doon na 5-star tapos okay na isasubmit. Okay, so there must be evaluation. Okay, by a credible evaluator, of course. No, that has something to do with the project, of course. Okay, so ganun yung nakalagay sa project description. Okay, and lastly, sa project needs and costs. Siyempre, may gagawin tayong project. Siyempre, dapat merong budget proposal. Okay, so lagi pong merong ganon. Okay, para transparent. So sa budget proposal, sa project needs and costs, it contains the following: the budget, the item description, the amount. Okay, so what do you call this one? If you become one of the one of the officers of the schools, okay, or other other clubs or organizations, medyo malalaman nyo na yung budget proposals. Okay, especially kung nag-iipon ng pera yung isang organization. Okay, so again, there must be a budget proposal. Okay, so meron tayong item descriptions, ano yung items na kailangan mo. Okay, opposite of it will be the amount. Okay, and then at the bottom part of it will be the total budget. Okay, you would tawag ito na kailangan mo. Okay, and then personnel or equipment needed. Okay, kailangan din doon, hindi lang po item, pati yung personnel. Okay, so how many personnel you are going to hire? Okay, kasama na rin ang salary doon. Okay, of course. Okay, kasi sa funding agency nyo na i-request. Okay, so lahat ng gagastusin, lahat ng kailangan sa project, no, it must be transparently seen in this part. No, project needs and costs. No, the budget proposal, no, for the items, equipments, as well as personnel. Okay, so naandun po yan. So before we go to the academic research concept paper, again, malinaw ba sa ating concept paper? No, for a project, cover page, introduction, rationale or background, the project description, and the project needs and costs. And hit the thumbs up button for us to move forward in the concept paper for our research. Okay, so ganun po sa project proposal. No, for a project, rather, concept paper for a project. Next, concept paper for academic research. Okay, so this is a condensed version of a lengthy research that you are going to make on your research 1 and 2. Okay, kapag meron na kayong research 1 and 2 ninyo. No? So mas mahaba yung compare to this one. Okay, so another outline of context for a concept paper is for academic research. Kanina, yung concept paper for a project, okay, is for tangible things. No, sabi diyan, okay, if you want to propose a certain tangible project. Ito naman sa concept paper for a research, use the structure below. No, when you need to present an idea lang or concept, no, for a research you want to pursue. Okay? So this is just an idea pa lang din. No, this is not the research itself. Kagaya kanina, na concept paper for a project, that is an idea, okay, for a project proposal, not for the full-length proposal. Ito naman, this is just an idea for a full-length research. Okay, so hindi pa siya yung full na research. This is just, kumbaga, tawag dito, parang synopsis pa lang ng libro. Okay, the libro itself is the research, then this is the synopsis. So concept paper for academic research, these are the parts. Title page, okay, background of the study, preliminary literature review, statement of the problem, methodology, timeline, reference. Okay, medyo katulad talaga siya ng research. Title page, no, it contains the research title. Okay, so what is the research title? Ano yung gusto nyong research title? Name of the school, no, name, tsaka and school. Okay, so ilalagay ninyo yung pangalan ninyo, tsaka yung school. Date of submission, okay, so it's up to me again. Okay, kapag gagawa kayo ng concept paper for academic research. Sa background of the study, it contains the following. State the field no you are researching on. Okay, what field? Business field ba yan? Okay, so is it belong to the agricultural field, fisheries, ano pa ba? Tawag dito, infrastructure, no, business, so on and so forth. Okay, sports, okay, kahit anong field, no, nakalagay po yun doon sa background of the study. Next, state the problems to be addressed by the research. Provide statistics and previous studies to prove your claim. Okay? So, lagi sa background of the study, lagi po tayo nagpo-provide ng mga statistics. Okay? So, una muna, no, ilahad mo yung problem, no, to be addressed. Kagaya ka din kanina doon sa project proposal. Dito sa research, of course, kaya ka gumagawa, therefore, kasi mayroong problem. Okay? Kaya you would like to research on it. Okay? So, state mo muna what is the problem to be addressed. Okay, and then with that, mag-provide ka ng statistics with that particular problem. Okay, let's say for example, kung sa tingin mo napakababa ng reading comprehension of the Filipino kids, okay, mag-provide ka ng statistics. Okay, coming from the legitimate and credible sources. Okay, so let's say for example, of course, number one, the PSA. Okay, so pwede ka humanap doon ng mga statistics to address that particular problem. Okay, and also a previous studies para ma-prove mo yung claim mo doon sa background of the study. Okay, so pwede po kayo maglagay doon. Next, reasons in conducting the research. Kagaya rin kanina sa project proposal, there must be reasons. Bakit nyo ginagawa? Okay, itong research na to. Okay, next, theoretical and practical implications. Okay, so what will be the implications of it? Okay, nung research na ito. Narratively lang yan nakasulat ha. Okay, narratively lang. Next, preliminary literature review. Okay, kumbaga sa research, the chapter 2, the review of related literature. No? It provides the theoretical framework. So sa theoretical framework, you are just going to pick a particular theory that is relevant to your study. Okay, let's say for example, it has something to do with the mental health. Okay, so pwede kayo maghanap ng theory about the mental health. Okay, pwedeng about the Piaget's cognitive theory, pwede rin namang psychoanalytic theory ni Sigmund Freud, so on and so forth. Okay, basta maghahanap kayo ng theory not for that particular work of yours. Okay, that you think relevant. Not to the topic of yours, to the title of yours. Next, provide major related literature review at least 5. Okay, when we say related literature, okay, this can be articles. Okay, so this can be news. Okay, so at least 5 daw. No, from the credible sources to which is related. Okay, to the topic of yours. So maghahanap kayo ng mga ganong klase ng articles, ng news. It can be you can browse on the internet, you can surf on that. Also, you can look for the magazines or books. Okay, pwede yan. Next, provide brief synthesis of the reviewed literature and studies. So once na meron ka ng review of related literatures and studies, at least 5. Again, kapag review of pag mga literature review, those are articles, no? Okay, so it can be news. Okay, so pag sinabi namang studies, okay, those previously conducted studies na may kinalaman doon sa gusto mong topic. Okay, so maglalagay kayo nun, at least 5 daw nun. Okay, so tag-5 sila nun. Okay, so you are going to provide naman synthesis at the bottom part of it. Ano yung kinalaman ng mga related literatures na yun, ng mga studies na yun, na sa topic mo ngayon or sa study na gusto mong i-pursue. Okay, so you are just going to have a synthesis, a brief synthesis of that. Okay, so it's a preliminary literature review yun. Next, yung tinatawag nating SOP, no, or the objective, statement of the problem. Okay, it contains the following: state the general problem in one sentence. So ano yung pinaka-problema? Okay, in just one sentence lang. Okay, statement of the problem. Di ba kanina nag-address ka dun sa introduction, sa background of the study ng problem. Okay, so pwede mo rin naman ilagay yun dito if that is the general problem. Okay, so state mo lang dyan sa part ng SOP. Next, state your specific research questions regarding the problem. Okay, meron tayong problem, then what will be the question of yours? Okay, so ano yung gusto mong ma-solve no, regarding that particular problem? Okay, kasi nagiging specific tayo. Okay, kasi medyo malawak yung topic mo, let's say for example. So we are we are funneling it no into a specific one. Okay, so kaya you must have a research question. Okay, from the research problem no that you brought out. Okay, para specific lang kayo. Next, methodology. Methodology contains the following: context and participants of the study. Okay, so sino yung magiging participants? Of course, there will be surveys. Okay, so there will be questionnaires to be disseminated. Okay, so sino ang magiging mga participants? Okay, dapat nakalagay po, no? Okay, kung sino ang magiging participants, how many participants, no, you are going to involve no, in your research. Instruments to be used. So when it comes to instruments, it can be survey questionnaires, pwede siyang interviews. Okay, so pwede siyang gano'n. Anything no, na gagamitin ninyo. Okay, so kalimitan lang naman dyan is the survey questionnaires or interviews. No instruments to be used. Data collection procedures. Ano yung mangyayari dun sa pagko-collecta ng inyong data? Kapag survey questionnaires, paano nyo ba siya i-disseminate, especially in this time of pandemic? Is it going to be via online? Okay, so naka-document na lang ba sila via Google Forms? And then kailan nila isasubmit agad? No, at right then and then ba? Okay, or you are going to give them time. Okay, basta yung collection procedures. Okay, kung paano nyo naman ngayon i-collect yung mga data ninyo. Okay, with that interview naman, paano nyo i-conduct yung interview? Okay, is it going to be a face-to-face one or is it going to be an online interview? Okay, so nakalagay po dyan. Data analysis scheme to be used. So sa data analysis, how are you going to analyze the data? So ano bang gagamitin nyo? Let's say for example, gagamit ba kayo ng formula, percentages, gagamit ba kayo ng statistical tools? Okay, what are those things no, that you are going to use no, when it comes to analyzing the data? Gagamit ba ng mean, median mode? Gagamit ba ng percentages? Okay, so etc. Okay, kung anong gagamitin pag-analyze sa data. Next, timeline. Okay, may timeline yung kanina. So may timeline din dapat tong research. Okay, sa timeline, duration of the research. Okay, so meron pa rin tayong duration. Okay, you can also look, no, for an example, a Gantt chart. A Gantt chart kasi this is a timeline. So pakita ko lang saglit yung Gantt chart. Okay, so ganyan yung itsura ng isang Gantt chart. Okay. Ay, wait lang, masyadong lumaki. Okay, so Gantt chart. Okay, 1 month Gantt chart. So on the left part, as you can see, these are the projects. These are the phases. Okay, sa research naman, research ang ilagay dyan. Okay, on the right part naman ito is the dates. Okay, this is for the month of June. Okay, so from June 1 to 4, the phase 1, research and analysis yon. Okay, so may overlapping na dito sa phase 1 requirements. Dapat sa 3.5 pa lang or 3.5 pa lang, no, hanggang 6 or 5.5, okay, yung completion mo ng following requirements. Okay, ganito yung Gantt chart ha. So this is the timeline. Okay, para lang systematic okay, yung paggawa nyo ng research. Okay, so this is an example of timeline, no, a Gantt chart. Next is the reference. No, lastly, this is the reference. It contains the list of books, journals, and other resources cited in your paper. Okay, so lahat ng kinuha mo, lahat ng Works of the others, ilalagay nyo po no, sa reference list at the bottom part, at the last part of the concept paper. Okay, and we are going to follow the APA 7th edition. No, the APA style 7th edition of proper referencing. Okay, so sa proper referencing, siguro by next meeting pasadaan ko yung proper referencing. Madali lang naman yun. Okay, kung paano ba nilalagay yung referencing sa dulo. Okay, hindi yun basta nilalagay lang doon, hindi basta nilalagay yung link doon sa may dulo. Okay? So yun lang ang parts ng ating concept paper for academic research, the title page, the background of the study, the preliminary literature review, the SOP, the methodology, the timeline, and the reference. Again, this is not the full-length research. This is just a concept paper for academic research, a plan for a research, a plan for a project proposal. Okay, kagaya nung kanina. Okay, that will be the last slide. Okay, so that is how to write a concept paper for a project and a concept paper for a research. Now, on your Genio account, I have provided there an activity that you're going to make, this kind of activity. Okay? Simulation. Imagine that you are the SK chairman in your barangay during this time of COVID-19 pandemic. You want to propose a hand washing area to be installed in the local terminal in your barangay as one of the prescribed protocols. However, your SK funds for this year cannot suffice the project's completion. Anong gagawin? You're going to present a short description of this project to a private institution in order to obtain funds for this noble cause. Write your answers in your notebook. So wag nyo naintindihan yung write your answers in your notebook. Sa Genio to, no? Okay? So again, you are going to propose a hand washing area to be installed in your barangay. Kaso kulang yung funds nyo. No, this is the situation. Then you are going to present this short description or this short concept paper of yours to a funding agency para may mag-sponsor. Okay? So nakukuha. So gagawa kayo ng sarili nyong title nung hand washing area na gusto nyo i-propose. Ano yung short description ng hand washing area na yon? And then the cost. Okay, ano yung mga gagastusin at mga gagamitin. Okay, so maiksi lang, hanggang dyan lang yan muna. Okay, naintindihan ba yan? This will be your activity. Okay, so for your assignment to be submitted by next week, November 6. Okay, kasi medyo mahaba. Okay, so a concept paper for a project. Okay, so an entire concept paper for a project individual po. Hanggang November 6. Okay, so andyan na lahat, pati ng, what we call this one, pati ang mga kailangan, ayan. The instructions nandiyan na rin. Submission, November 6, 2021. Okay, so create a concept paper for a project proposal you would like to do. Any projects you are interested to build, make your own project. Meaning kayo po ang mag-iisip ng gusto nyong project. Ito pong example dito, okay, example lang to, para lang may idea kayo. Let's say for example, establishing a 5-kilometer bridge to connect the islands of San Pedro and Biñan. That is an instance. Okay? So again, kayo po ang gagawa ng gusto nyong project proposal. Ng concept paper rather for a project proposal. Okay? Any projects you would like, at any field. Pwedeng in business field, in an agricultural field, in fisheries, okay, so on and so on. It can be infrastructures, okay, if you're interested to that field. Okay, so this is the template na, sundan na lang to. Okay, andyan na rin naman yung mga, mga instructions. Okay, this is your assignment. Okay, and it should be submitted on November 6, on or before November 6. Okay, this is just an assignment, not a project. Okay, so hindi pa ito ang project ninyo, sa mga susunod pa. Okay, is that clear for the assignment? Kindly hit the thumbs up button kung clear yan. Okay, very good. Sa activity ninyo, parehas po yun nasa Genio account ninyo. Kindly look for the lesson package EAPP, Lesson Writing a Concept Paper, 2nd quarter. Okay, at the bottom part of it, nandito po yung activity. Okay, yung tungkol doon sa hand washing area on your barangay. So, pwede nyo na pong gawin yan after the Zoom meeting has ended. Okay, no need to rejoin. Just start answering no, your activity. So kung hindi matapos by next meeting, pwede naman yan ipasa. Okay? So pero yung assignment, ang deadline for submission will be on or before November 6. That's Saturday. Okay? So is that clear? Questions so far? No, in writing a concept paper. If none, kindly hit the thumbs up button. Okay, very well. So we have less than 1 minute na. No need to rejoin. Just continue answering your activity. Okay, so let's call it a day. Goodbye and thank you, everyone. Stay safe.